Let's move on to race number 8. And of course, there's $1 million in the quartet and first 4 jackpot pool for races 6, 8 and 10 there Sunday afternoon. So if you've been successful in race 6, you can back up here again into race number 8, which is Class 2 company. So plenty of good horses to look at, more than lucky. The newcomer is Butterfield, Brazilian Derby winner. He won that race by 5 lengths. Interesting runner. Interesting to see what Jenny has to say about him. King Opie, easy go, easy win with Douglas White now. Beauty Spirit down the bottom with Mongolian King. Gold Chester's trialled well, and Playa del Puente. He is a former Irish horse who won 3 out of 4, raced under the same connections of Penophobia, Dr. Jeff More Than This, and of course Mordicus and Kazi Ferrari's trialled well recently too. Perfect Glory, Mongolian King are the 2 from this race that have been doing a lot of their work at Chunfa.
I think with the lightweight in this race, a horse like Kazi Ferrazi with the 115 pounds is probably the likely pacemaker here. You've got Beauty Spirit, who should get a nice run. A horse that has raced up on the speed overseas is Playa del Puente. He's had at least 1 trial here. More than lucky, he could be the odd one out here. They might have to go forward if they get caught out on a limb with him with no cover. He just might have to go forward, and a little bit different to what he normally does on.
Change the stable for Easy Go, Easy Win. Did win fresh when he did win his race. The tongue tie will come off him. Zach Purton will take them out, and the horse is doing some nice work down the back straight now with Douglas White. Barrier number 5, Douglas White, Zach Purton teaming up for the first time. Magic Legend, I've got his piece of work here. He's a last start winner. He did win them in a row when he first got here, won 4 in a row. Took a while to win that 5th race, but he did win nicely enough last start at Happy Valley. And Playa du Puente, the next, the first starter, Joe Maria aboard. Look, he's trialled well. I thought he's 1,091 pounds, and he goes okay. So there he is there.
Yeah, who would have imagined a few years ago that Zach Purton and Douglas White will be standing alongside each other in the mounting yard? I'm sure there'll be plenty of media and photographers there tomorrow afternoon to capture that moment. Let's start off with some key races and try and find the winner here for race number 8. We're going to start with last season's final race. Fast Most Furious for Vincent Ho came from well back to overhaul the runners ahead and take the prize in the shadows of the post. King Opie was game just in behind in 4th.
He certainly was. Fast Most Furious, 3rd last on the home turn basically, and he's been able to find the gaps at the right time on that occasion. Vincent Ho from barrier number 13. He's got gate number 4 this time round. He's got a little bit more weight to carry, but love the way he finished off here.
Hit the line very strongly. Now, he's put on 25 pounds in the off-season, so he's done pretty well. Barrier number 4 for him. He drew wide on that occasion, but got a good run, so offset that. Be interesting to see how he goes. He's up on weight. I haven't got him in on top, but be interesting to see how he does go.
Yeah, I think the extra weight, 13 pounds, a fair bit to hoist, I would have thought, up onto his back. Maybe drops him back in the tipping scale a little. Easy Go, Easy Win. I think it's fair to say below par performances from him last season, just the 1 placing from 10. But when he first arrived here, he looked a very progressive 3-year-old. He's now left John Moore, gone to Douglas White. The last 2 runs behind He's the One for Us Green Energy at the end of last season suggested he was recapturing some of that better criteria.
Yeah, I'd agree. He was making some ground here at the head of the rest last time out. You can see him finishing off there. He had a pretty lean season, really. Just that 1 placing. He ran in a couple of legs of the 4-year-old series, the Classic Mile and the Classic Cup. Things didn't eventuate for him there, but we know he's a talented horse.
Yeah, when he first arrived, he bolted up, Paul. Remember that first day that he was here for John Moore?
He's dropped down the ratings too with that lean season last time. Interesting jockey and trainer combination, as we said. So yeah, I think he's a chance. I've got him in the numbers, the son of Savabeel.
Yeah, it's amazing how things can unfold. It's probably a fair chance, I would have said, of happening. Easy Go, Easy Win, taking the result. More than lucky, Beauty Spirit. I thought Gold Chest trial particularly nicely, and I mentioned the previous Brazilian Derby winner in Butterfield, a 2-time Group 1 winner. He's out the back and struggling in this trial.
Look, he wore blinkers as well when he ran in overseas. Tongue tie will go on him here. He's not wearing the blinkers though, and he's only had the 1 trial. So look, I'm happy just to watch Butterfield. I thought it was more than lucky. Wasn't a bad trial from him. Now he's won off 95 before. He's rated 97 with that 10-pound claim. So I think he comes in the race quite well.
Only concern I had with him was just if he's going to have to do a little bit of work early with that draw that he's got at gate 11.
Yep.
Interesting too, Butterfield. His father, or the sire, September Show, was a horse who won 2 in Singapore back in 2007. The other debutant, Playa del Puente, as I mentioned, won 3 of 4 in Ireland, and 3 of them were on the poly track before heading to Hong Kong.
Yeah, and he had the one start on the turf, and that was his maiden round, 3rd out of 23 as a 2-year-old. I thought his trial was okay. He's a big horse. He's 1,091 pounds, so he's not sort of a... he's quite a lean type in that respect, but I think he's quite forward for a good run.
One of those races that he'd won on the all-weather at Dundalk was a listed race as well. He was there with Mick Halford.
Yeah, he's one of these horses, looking at him in work and trials, that's got a big stride, covers the ground well. Interested to see what Jenny says about him, and the market will be a guide, Paul.
Yeah, definitely. Look, I think this is quite an open race. I've gone with the speed map when I did this. I thought King Opie will get a really nice run just in behind. He looked quite progressive last season, then came back with a couple of good runs towards the end of it. And I thought his 4th behind Fast Most Furious looked really good. So I'm going to stick with him. Easy go, easy win from the new stable. More than lucky, he looks well placed in this race. And then we'll take a chance of Playa del Puente. You're going
to have to practice that one, I think.
4-5-1-11. It's a resort in Argentina,
yeah.
If Mr. Google's right. So 1-4-5-11. 4-5-1-11.
Okay. 4-5-1-11. With me, I'm going with King Opie as well. The King had a good season last season, 4 wins from his 11 starts, few minor placings. Grant van Niekerk gets on with him very well. Frankie Law, the trainer. So King Opie on top, easy go, easy win, Fast Most Furious, and more than lucky. 4-5-2-1.
I don't know about Tomville, but I'm with you. I'm not looking forward to it tomorrow either. Playa del Puente. All right, that's race 8 done and dusted. We've still got 2 to look at, races 9 and 10. Still plenty of quality ahead of us here on Racing to Win.